This is Chemistry Help. This is episode 3. We're going to be naming ionic compounds. An ionic compound is a substance made up of a cation and an anion. These are all examples of ionic compounds. Also notice that ionic compounds can contain polyatomic ions within their formulas. To name such a compound, follow these rules. First, name the cation. This is usually the metal, and don't change the name of said cation. Next, name the anion. If it is simply a nonmetal, add "-ide" to the end of the name. If it is a polyatomic ion, don't change anything about the name. Please note, for transition metals, a Roman numeral is needed to denote the charge of the transition metal cation in question, as most transition metals can have multiple different charges. There are some exceptions to this, namely aluminum, silver, and zinc. Let's practice this. Name each of the chemical compounds shown below. The first thing to do is to get a list of common polyatomic ions. Depending on your class, it may be helpful to memorize this list. Let's start with NaCl. The first element is sodium. The anion is chlorine. However, we need to change the ending. Therefore, it would be sodium chloride. And that's all you would have to do for that example. Let's look at MnO2. Firstly, we know that the first element is manganese, not magnesium, manganese. We know that the second element is oxygen, so it would become oxide. However, manganese is a transition metal, so we need to denote its charge in parentheses with Roman numerals. And that's it for that example. Next up, KNO3. We know that the first element is potassium. We also know that it contains the nitrate polyatomic ion. Therefore, we can simply write potassium nitrate. And that's it for that example. Finally, let's look at MgCO3. We know that it starts with Mg, or magnesium, and it contains the carbonate polyatomic ion. Therefore, we can simply write carbonate after magnesium, and that's it. Alright, and that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and check out my blogspot, whyitstutoringonline.blogspot.com, for great math resources and information. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.